Hello folks, this is Larry Heather. I'm reporting from the Co-op Shopping Center on McLeod Trail, across from Heritage Square here, southwest Calgary. So I went into my bank this morning without a mask, with the great crime of not wearing a mask, and I get my first ticket, which is 3 days into the bylaw, a $50 ticket. And it says, fail to wear face covering when required. Now the unique thing about this is the Scotiabank is taking on enforcement duties rather than just posting what they're supposed to do under the bylaw, which is to post a sign at a prominent entry place. If they don't post a sign, they can be fined $200. But they took it to the next level. They say, we are going to be policing the door, and we will not give service. We will not give service to people that will not wear a mask. And they either provide a mask, or you got to go wear a mask, or they say, well, just do online banking. Well, this is a fundamental denial of democratic freedoms, folks. The bylaw was crafted in a way that even in council they said 60%. If we get 60% enforcement, we would be happy. So for a $50 fine, we're to give up a major freedom. $50 fine. Give up our freedoms to have in-person banking services at the Scotiabank. I don't know if I'm the first one in Calgary to get one, but since I made a music video called Unmasking Calgary, making fun of Naheed Nenshi and his masking bylaw, which I would call like muzzling Muppets bylaw, and so this possibly is the first ticket in Calgary. Deliberate violation of the masking bylaw 3 days in. Now there is a prediction in the Bible that the time comes when you will not be allowed to buy or sell or be given a service unless you take the mark of the beast. I don't think that time is quite yet, because I don't see a third temple in Jerusalem yet. But this is a premonition. This is like a training camp for Antichrist. This is like a training camp. So I don't know if you can read. It says failure to wear face covering when required. And it's any kind of face covering. It could be just a tissue face covering. That'll do, because the whole point of it is power and submission. It is submission to the government on arbitrary law that was decided in council over 2 days, and actually the full face ban was decided within a matter of 2 hours. It took 2 hours to put this through, and the result is your ticket, $50. Failure to wear a face covering. They made instead of a mask, because a mask sounds too harsh, it sounds too grotesque, so they put face covering. And that means any kind of covering, a kerchief, anything, as long as your nose and your mouth is covered up. Now, it is causing enormous communication problems, of course. People are already mumbling behind plexiglass barriers. You can hardly tell what they're saying, but it's sociological dynamite. And not only that, it leads to a lot of lung diseases, fungal diseases of the throat, because you're not exhaling your viruses. It's a normal process to exhale what your body cannot use. So you're exhaling CO2. So when you put a mask covering on, you're inhaling it back in, and it goes into the bloodstream as an acid. It converts to an acid. It's called respiratory acidosis. It throws the whole pH of your blood out. So just reporting here. I don't want to go on too long here, but this $50 ticket, being refused banking services at the Bank of Nova Scotia. It could happen to your bank, it could happen everywhere, I guess. That maybe you have to go outside of Calgary to do your banking if you don't want to do it online. But this is really a fundamental breach of democratic freedom, and I will fight this ticket in court. John Carpe has already said from the Center for Constitutional Justice that this ticket should be fought. It's unjust. It's very much out of the jurisdictional power of the city of Calgary to do this sort of thing. They're contriving up health reasons, they think, but it's actually faddish globalist reasons rather than legislation authority. So I just make this protest my first ticket under the face mask bylaw, and by a bank which provides essential services. Larry Heather signing off at McLeod Trail Co-op and Hull Avenue, I believe it is, across from Heritage Square here. Just give you a little look-see of the location here. Yeah, so now what to do? I'll keep you posted.